Hello friends, welcome to my YouTube channel. Friends, today I'm going to explain Dead Snow movies. So let's start. The film starts, and we see a young lady in the blanketed region. The name of the nation is Norway. She fled, and maybe she was saving her life. Since she was being pursued by zombies, she couldn't save her own life regardless of her earnest attempts. Since zombies get her and kill her. From that point forward, we see 7 individuals in the vehicle who are companions. Where were they going? They were really going to commend their Easter celebration. The spot they were going to is named Oaks. Where they were going was behind the mountains, where Vegard had a companion and she had a lodge. They needed to remain around there. The course they were following was something similar inverse of the course young lady was following. As they arrive at Oxford, they leave their vehicle, since the vehicle can't move any further, since that was a blanketed and uneven region. After that we see Vegard riding his snow bicycle. What's more left over all follow him. Sooner or later, they arrive at the lodge where they were going. They appreciate it a ton in the snow. From that point onward, we see night shows up. Liv was returning home, yet she sees somebody is as of now there. She alarms a lot and races to the lodge. Furthermore, lets all companions know that she has seen something there. They generally stand up and go to really take a look at somebody's essence. As they approach there, they see nothing around there. Right then and there, a man shows up around there. Furthermore, he requests espresso from them. Subsequent to requesting espresso, he does something odd. Furthermore, that was that rather than espresso, he gets their beer and beverages it. He was acting as though it was his own home and like individuals know him for a really long time. After this, he begins telling with regards to the dim past of that spot. He tells that when second universal conflict occurred, the area was then taken over by Nazis. Colonel Herzog was responsible for that area. Those Nazis individuals made the existence of occupants extremely challenging. In any case, from that point forward, they began to feel their loss. What's more, when they felt that they would lose, they left the spot. They put a truly challenging circumstances for individuals lived there. Those individuals were much restless at them. Also they killed them. What's more, their fighters likewise fled from that point. After which, their captain additionally fled from that point. However, there was a lot of cold that he kicked the bucket there. He says, "I'm certain that even today those malevolent powers exist there. Furthermore, I need that they should not awaken ever." Around then, Roy present in them begins snickering at him. Furthermore, begins ridiculing him. He guarantees that since we are clinical understudies, we don't trust in such things. He likewise says that we don't have any idea why those disasters and their powers evaporated. Subsequent to paying attention to him, that individual turns out to be exceptionally eager and he holds him out of resentment. Furthermore says, when your digestive system could be pulled out, could you treat that? He cautions them and goes out from that point. Also puts his tent close by. He was furious and takes a supper. After some time, wild voices tuned in any case, he didn't know that whose voices would they say they were. He goes out to ask about the voices. He sees zombies standing close by. He was remembering to save his life from zombies that abruptly another zombie approaches him and slits his jugular. He still in some way figures out how to escape towards his tent. Zombie likewise follows him and kills him. Vegard had an extraordinary effect of his story. What's more, he was stressed over her companion Sarah. He concludes that he will go to track down Sarah. He lets his companion know that he is going. Furthermore, in the event that I don't return, they can go to our vehicles and look for help from that point. After that, Vegard moves from that point. As he leaves the leftover, beginning having fun once more, since no one was viewing that individual in a serious way. On the opposite side, Vegard was looking for Sarah, and keeping in mind that observing her he ways to deal with a similar individual's tent. He brings there and sees that man to an abrupt halt. He was killed severely. What's more, he additionally observed foot impressions loaded up with blood. He does not know where they were going, yet he follows one's engravings. His foot has become laced in the pit and he begins falling. Then again, everybody was common in the house. Furthermore, they revealed and began opening a crate. They are surprised once they open the envelope. How treated box contain? That was made of bronze. From where that gold came there? Their psyche at long last strikes about Nazis. They accept that it was similar gold Nazis were taking. Be that as it may, Martin says, "No, all of you are thinking incorrectly." Then, at that point, Erland enters the home and Chris additionally follows him. After that, Erland returns, yet Chris doesn't. Where has she gone? Since she was as yet in the outhouse, she was there since she accepts that Erland may be messed with her. Since she feels as though somebody was seeing her from outside. She was imagining that abruptly a zombie assaults her. She cries a great deal and runs towards her lodge. Also, those present in the lodge were paying attention to uproarious music. That is the reason they couldn't know about Chris. In any case, Hina pays attention to her. She turns the music off and keeps an eye out for the voice she heard. Then, at that point, a zombie gets Chris. Also, he takes him alongside himself. Hina continues to watch out, yet she was unable to track down anything. She believes that there should be an off-base thing. She says that "I'm not feeling right." Her 3 dearest companions were available. She takes them out to track down Chris. They all track down Chris yet couldn't view as her. They don't find Chris yet a pack was available there, which had a place with Sarah whose lodge it was. Presently they fell in question with regards to that spot. What's more, they don't believe that spot to be great. Hina was continually looking outside. As she was watching, out of nowhere Chris runs over and she gets fulfilled. Subsequent to watching Chris for some time, she discovers that it was just Chris's head. She hollers out noisily. Liv surges over to Hina to ask about her yelling. She additionally looks outside, yet she can see nothing. As Liv looks outside, a zombie grasps her hair. She cries a great deal. Everybody attempts to help her. Also, they let loose her with very trouble and shut the entryway off. Zombies were such a lot of strong and incredible in numbers that they were attempting to roll in from all sides. Hina then, at that point, slices the hand of a zombies. They've understood they were Nazi zombies from the start. Erland fears a great deal. Furthermore, he requests that everybody deal with themselves so no zombie could hurt them. He was attempting to let them know stunt of some film utilizing which they could save themselves. Simultaneously, a zombie comes and holds his head and breaks it into 2. Then again, we see Vegard, who was tumbled down, now woken up. He understands that he's caught in a cavern. He gets wood and flames it up to illuminate. Then, at that point, he comes inside to see what really that was. He understands that it was a mysterious way. There were such countless things present around there, like he tracks down weapons around there, which had a place with the Germans. He likewise tracks down head protectors with them. As he was watching the protective caps, he observes Sarah's head around there. Sarah kicked the bucket. Subsequent to observing this, he emerges from that passage. As he comes out, a zombie gets him up. However, he battles with that zombie, also attempts to save his life, and yet another zombie appears emerging from ground. Then again, rest of individuals present in the lodge were making an arrangement. They say that 2 individuals will connect with zombie in talks to redirect their consideration. Also, rest of the 2 would take help from the vehicle. From that point onward, we see Martin and Roy who attempt to draw in zombies, so they probably won't focus on them. Then again, Hina and Liv run towards the vehicle for help. The 2 of them fail to remember the way. Subsequent to being caught in a major circumstance, out of nowhere a zombie shows up. Vegard, who was battling with zombies, kills both the zombies. Unexpectedly, a zombie gets him. Also, the 2 of them tumble down. Zombie was attached to a rope. Vegard holds that rope and goes down. Zombie and Vegard both were attached to the rope and Zombie assaults his neck. Be that as it may, he actually figures out how to save his life and tosses Zombie down. Then, at that point, he pulls the rope up to save himself. Then again, Hina and Liv, who were out for help, were likewise battling the zombie. However, Liv couldn't battle with themselves. Zombies get her and kill them in the wake of ripping into pieces. She takes out an electric stick and kills every one of the zombies. In the wake of watching this, zombies Captain Colonel Herzog connect there. Hina was remaining at the top looking for help. At the point when she can't comprehend, she whips into ice. Ice breaks and a zombie following her tumbles down with her. She was saved, however oblivious. As she awakens, she winds up on the ice. She looks to a great extent and watches a zombie additionally caught in ice. Be that as it may, he was alive. Without burning through any time, she kills him. What's more, Vegard, whose neck was harmed, attempts to lance his neck without help from anyone else. He takes out his weapon and places it on his snow bicycle. Furthermore, goes out to kill those zombies. Furthermore, Martin and Roy were there to redirect zombies' mind, with the goal that they could kill them by evading. Roy attempts to toss an impact outside, however it gets impact in their own lodge. Also the lodge gets fire. The two of them escape to save themselves. From that point forward, they go to a shed and track down a great deal of weapons there. They intend to pick those weapons, so they could battle with zombies. Surprisingly, they see zombies' armed force there. Utilizing those weapons, they kill zombies consistently. As the zombie pass on, numerous others show up. A ton of zombies come before them and Vegard approaches there. He shoots from his assault rifle and kills every one of the zombies. After that, numerous zombies show up, however Vegard kills them as well. After that, extremely awful thing happens to him. Numerous zombies assault him and break his legs and arms. Both of his companions were seeing this. Martin becomes irate and he begins hitting those zombies seriously. Whenever he was hitting zombies, unexpectedly Hina approaches there. She was remaining at Vegard's back. He considers her as zombies and assaults her also. Furthermore, hits his throat with a saw. She begins kicking the bucket, and when Martin sees that, he gets exceptionally miserable. Be it as it may, this was never the ideal opportunity for contrition yet to save their lives, since he was confronting the multitude of zombies. While Martin was killing them, one zombie assaults his hand. Furthermore, hits him. Whenever the zombie was whipping him, he recalls that individual they met and cuts his hand. In the wake of cutting his hand, he looks much cheerful. He was glad that he would not become zombie-like. Out of nowhere, a zombie shows up from inside the ice and hits him. He actually attempts to save his life. He yells noisily and begins hitting zombie with his leg. He kills each zombie that main Herzog is left. They feel that they would kill Herzog and pursue that. In any case, Herzog opens up his mouth and starts saying something. Indeed, even the earth started to break and kept on breaking as he talked. That individually those dead zombies become alive and structure a military once more. They think as though they were in a basic position, so they attempt to flee. Herzog was conveying a mallet. They flee. Be that as it may, Roy's feet are becoming messed up in the greenery. Whenever Herzog approaches him, his companion hits a hammer on Herzog's head. A part enters his body when he is attempting to hit a zombie, and all of his parotid organs run away. He returns to Roy and takes out a watch from his pocket. Also begins thinking what was hitting his psyche. He begins running towards that cabin. He sees that lodge was under colossal fire. He enters the lodge and picks the case containing gold, after which he passes that case to Captain Zombie, who gets exceptionally quiet. After that, Martin moves from that point, saving his life. Also moves toward his vehicle. As he arrives at there, he sits in the vehicle. He begins the vehicle, and the coin Hina gave him tumbles to the ground. Furthermore, Herzog shows up before him, who was yelling severely and attempts to break his window. Also after that, film closes.